Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a redesign of these beautiful nails. Again, I'm showing you how perfect these nails stayed on for 5 weeks. No lifting, no breakage, no nothing. Just a little bit of the foil coming off. Nothing major though. Anyway, I've done all the prep and went in with my CJP dehydrator. Now I'm applying my Mia Secret pink on all of the nails just for like a thin base. Not only does that help you file back to this clear layer when you come back in for a redesign, but it creates like a really nice canvas for you to put the color that you want on top of it. I also want to take this moment to let you guys know that I am severely ill. Well, not that bad, but I am starting to recover, so excuse the voice. I know it's kind of annoying. It doesn't sound like the normal Lulu, but I hope you guys enjoy this regardless. And yeah, just try and ignore my voice as much as you can. So the color that I'm picking up here is CJP birthday suit. This was specifically requested by my client. It was so cute how she went, I know what color I want. I want birthday suit. So I just found that really cute that she took notice of the color. But anyway, I am just adding some bulk on that because I filed most of the acrylic from before. And this is a core powder, so I am focusing on the apex as well as the thickness at the tip. When I'm adding this, I try to work with dryish beads, not too dry, not too wet, just perfect, just so I can walk it down or brush it down slightly. I also want you to take notice that when I'm applying my cuticle bead, I'm patting the product onto that nail, not skin, rather than brushing it. I feel like when you use a patting motion, it makes it easier for you to control the amount of product that you have in any area of that nail. So I highly recommend you doing that. And then as soon as you reach the middle bit of the nail, just brush it down ever so lightly, because if you press it down very hard, you are going to waste a lot of product there, and you're gonna have to keep on adding more and more product and brushing it off. It's a non-ending process, trust me. But anyway, also you want to make sure that you keep on wiping the nails, the sides of the nail, as well as the cuticle area before that acrylic dries, just because if it does end up drying, it's going to be nearly impossible for you to file it off or take it off once that acrylic is dry. Also, just a quick disclaimer, you guys, any discoloration or any like stains that you see on the nail bed of my client is just fake tan. It's not a greenie or anything, any type of infection over there or dirt. It's literally just fake tan. She just had her tan done, and she had it done while she needed an infill, so it kind of seeped through a little bit. But yeah, just a quick disclaimer. Okay, you guys, so now I'm using my Tornado nail file from CJP, and that's just a 100/180 grit. And I'm just basically filing the nails to the shape that she wants. I know normally when I do infills, I do the shaping first, do the fill, and then do the shape again. I just feel like that's a lot of filing time. So in order to cut that down and make things a lot easier for both of us, for me and the client, and for all of you, I just decided to do this after I've applied my acrylic. So after I've done the infill, I just go ahead and redefine that shape, because the shape's still going to be there. You're just shaping them again to redefine that shape that you already had. So I'm going in any 45-degree angles from the sides, so the side walls of the nail, and a 90-degree angle at the tip. I'm also very pleased with this footage because I actually managed to capture me filing the nails at the client's view. So you'll see me in a bit that I will basically flip her hands and start filing from that view. That's basically just me looking at the nails from her view in order to make that tip nice and straight. Okay, so now I'm going in with this underneath cleanup nail bit, and I'm just removing all the dirt and also all the nail that she has underneath that enhancement, just because she didn't like the look of it, especially since they were stained. She was like, can you please get them off? I do recommend this bit when you want to get rid of that look without having to soak the nails off and do a new set. So the only thing that you have to bear in mind is you have to be very careful when using this, because if you go very close to the skin, which is the hyponychium, I'll insert a picture right now to show you where the hyponychium is, because some people have it a lot higher than others. You just don't want to touch that because it's quite a pointy bit, and if you do, you're going to damage the nail and cause discomfort. But then also I want to mention that you should use this parallel to the nail, just so again you don't cause any indentations or discomfort. Another thing to bear in mind as well, you guys, is that when you're filing, especially the sides of the nail, you want to use the actual body or the walls of the file rather than tucking it in between the skin and the nail, because if you do that, you're just going to cause discomfort, because the file will dig into that skin and then the client will start bleeding, and it's not very pleasing. So use the actual body or the walls of your file. So now I am just going to file the nails using my smooth top file from the Glitter Planet, and I'm just focusing on that areas as shown in this picture. So the sides of the nail and the cuticle. You want to keep moving this drill bit from side to side, just so you seal that acrylic onto the nail, because I feel like those areas that I showed you in the picture are the most important areas to focus on, because if you don't have those nicely sealed onto the nail, you're gonna most likely get lifting, and the nail is most likely to pop off as well. So obviously it's important for you to focus on that area, but it's also important to focus on the entirety of the nail in case you have any bumps or lumps. Okay, so now I'm going in with my CJP buffer, and I'm just making sure that I get a very smooth top on all of the nails. And then I also like to use the buffer to go on the sides of the nail as well as underneath the nail, just to get rid of any rough edges. And that's very important, because if you don't do this and you leave the rough edges, once the client goes back home and starts, dressing up or whatever, it will catch upon a lot of materials, and that's not cute and is very annoying. Trust me, been there, done that. But then also when you add any type of polish on top of those rough edges, and when you cap the tip, it's just going to change the shape of that tip that you worked hard on to get it nice and straight. So after dusting off all of the nails as well as the working area, I like to go in with my CJP prep spray and this nail brush and just give those nails a really nice gentle brush to make sure that you don't get any powder in between, especially in between the cuticle and the nail. So another disclaimer, you guys, I am not, and I'll say this again, I'm not the best person to do designs, drawing and stuff. I used to love drawing when I was a lot younger, and I used to be amazing at it. I don't know what happened. I'm not the best at it, but I gave it a go and my client absolutely loved it, so I'm quite happy with that, and I hope you guys enjoy it and learn something from it, even if it's just learning how to create a nice looking star. But anyway, I will just let you guys watch, because I don't think there's any other way of describing it or explaining it. But one thing I want to mention is that I do switch brushes. So the first brush that I was using comes in like a trio. It's like a set that I bought from eBay, and it's just like a fine art brush. I didn't like how the first one worked, so I switched to the longer one, and I feel like it worked a lot better. It made things easier for me, and the stars looked a lot better regardless. And with the brush that you see me use, the other brush that I use is also a cleanup brush that I got from TMBL, and I just use that along with a dapping dish filled with acetone to basically correct some mistakes or remove any product that lands on the skin, or even like what I'm gonna do now, I think, is if I get a star that I don't like the look of, I will just remove it, girl. This is just to show you that nothing, we're not all perfect. We do it's a process to get stuff looking nice, and if it takes you one go, two goes, 300 goes, it doesn't matter as long as the end product looks good. So yeah, I'll just let you guys watch. So I finished off drawing all of the stars on all of the nails. I decided to not include it in this video because if I did, it'd probably be about 2 hours long. Well, actually this set took me about an hour and a half to finish, which is not that bad, but I didn't want the video to be that long. But anyway, I did the white base first, and that's only because the blue that I'm using right now is quite translucent and I needed to have a base underneath, like a canvas. So yeah, what I'm using to add this color in is this. So the opposite side of my cleanup brush, it's like a small little dotting tool, so you can just use a small dotting tool and then just fill in that star with that color. And yeah, I'll just let you guys watch. Okay, so now I'm going to apply top coat on all of the nails, and I'm using my Glitterbells No Wipe top coat and curing that for 60 seconds. So now I'm applying my cuticle oil from Nuff Stuff, and this is in Cinnamon Apple. It's just a very Christmassy cuticle oil. It smells absolutely amazing. It just reminds me of Christmas. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.